And to your point, I can recall a few instances in my career when firing an engineer actually resulted to an increase in productivity. Say you have two Android engineers building their app and they are not keeping up with the pace of the feature release schedule, and you think I probably have to hire a third one. But then you notice that one of them is really weird, falling behind the schedule, complaining some of the time, doesn't assume responsibility. And you ask, so what if I just fire this person? And you fire this person. And in a few weeks, you realize you actually don't need, and you never needed the third engineer. The problem was this guy who created more issues and more problems than he solved. That is so counterintuitive because, in developing tech projects, we tend to think that you just throw more people into something and then things get solved miraculously by themselves.
That's again extremely powerful. Steve Jobs talked about A players and B players, and there's something that happens when you have B players, which is kind of like the folks you're talking about, introduced into a team. They can somehow slow everybody down. They demotivate everybody.
Oh, yes. Because the other thing that people don't realize is how demotivating working with the B player is. Everybody can tell if the other person, the other engineer they're working with, is really competent. And if it's very visible, if the person is not comfortable, they're asking the wrong questions, they keep lagging behind. And at a certain point, if you're an A player, you get this dissatisfaction, this feeling that you are not able to realize your full potential, accomplish what you're really meant to accomplish because of this person working next to you or pretending to work next to you. And by the way, in some cases, it's not because the person is lazy. In some cases, it's just, their intellectual ability is not there. It's not about experience. Most often, it's about natural ability and persistence. In 90% of cases, it's just the inability to focus on one task for an extended period of time. Not everybody has this ability. So for people who do have this ability, it's an insult to work alongside someone who is distracted and cannot go deep in the projects that they're responsible for.